Going on YouTube? It's Kuma1921 here. First of all, I just want to give a shout out to Faded Black Duelists and G Season 40. Their links will be over in the address bar or in the bar over to your right. I just want to make a video to let YouTube know and the Yugioh community know and why I chose the card choices I did for the tournament at Showing John Columbus. The tournament I got top 16 at. Nice mat. I think I'm about to put it on eBay though. I want to put it towards a dark end because I think I want to get a dark end in December. But here goes the deck profile. 2 Caius. I like 2 Caius. I might switch to 3 Caius because, to be honest with you, Caius is a really good removal, and it's like another card that your opponent has to worry about a lot. And Caius is like, I just like the way what he does right now. Removing a dark monster and attacking for 24. That's a big 3,400. And the next turn I could go Bernayak and do my combos and go for the win. So I'll be honest with you, I might put in 3, but this is what I ran. Like I said, the 2 Caius is pretty cool. 2 Mystic Tomato. I wanted to run 3 and creature swap, but I stuck with 2 because 2 to seem more consistent. Because for some reason, just being me, I always drew 2 in my opening hand if I ran 3. So I stuck with just 2 for now. And the recruiter, recruiting. I didn't run Sangan because, to be honest with you, Goblin Zombie does what Sangan can do, and I really need my zombies more than I need anything else. And Sangan, to be honest with you, I think probably put darks in my deck a lot quicker, or darks in my graveyard, excuse me, a lot quicker than what I wanted. So I think that's the reason why I took Sangan out for this. Because I don't want to have to go Sangan, then go Mystic Tomato, then finally have it get attacked, and then all of a sudden have like 4 or 5 darks in grave, and none of them are zombies that I can remove with Mizukis or anything to get them back out so I can drop Dark Arm, because Dark Arm is still key no matter what, being at 1. So 2, Mystic Tomato is really cool, and I like being able to attack, monsters like Lumina and stuff, or monsters that, or the Blackwing. Blackwing's a light one. I like to attack into their monsters and not really caring about Honest, because it dying goes to the graveyard, I can get something else. I really didn't use that feature of the tomatoes for the tournament, but it was really cool for defense. I can go Spear or get Spear Reaper, or I can get double tomato, and then finally get Spear Reaper. I like going first turn, set tomato, set dust tornado, and then attack it, and then I go get Goblin Zombie. And then, tributing for Caius afterwards, or having a plague in my hand already, and like synchro with the Goblin Zombie or whatever. There's a whole bunch of cool combos. I'll be posting a lot of videos. I messed up, my bad YouTube, I messed up this weekend. I was supposed to do a whole bunch of videos and stuff for Columbus, but I didn't do any of that, because I was like, at least when I was about like 5-0, I started really concentrating, and I was like, well, you know what, I wasn't even thinking about nothing else. So, but I'm going to definitely start putting up videos, man, because I'm messing up, my bad YouTube. So 2 Mystic Tomato, 2 Mizuki, obvious, so good. 2 Goblin Zombie, not 1. And standard zombies, by the way, this is obviously standard zombies, you gotta have 2 Goblin Zombie. These are your Sangans. The most important stuff you want to search out is your zombies. Everything else, like the Morphin Jar and all that, can stay in until you draw them. 1 Spirit Reaper. I like everybody running Diamond Dude, because I can go, I can bump with the tomatoes and then go Reaper and attack to get the plus. Or the minus, actually, off my opponent, but a plus for me anyway. And Reaper's, really good for defense, except for when they draw Bora and rape my Reaper, which is gay. Flake Spreader, obvious. Morphin Jar. Thinking about taking this out, actually. I like the pluses and stuff off of it, but when I played a guy that won in top 16, Vincent Rolamba, blah blah long name, whatever his name is, like, he went Chaos Sorcerer, removed my Dark Arm, Darken, then he had Plague, and then did Plague, and from his grave set a card top of his deck, got Plague, and went Darken and removed my Colossal. And then like set a backfield. I guess he really read Morphin Jar, and that was a really good read. And he messed my shit over, and he still had a plus on me even after the jar. The jar was supposed to be my plus, but I don't even feel like talking about how I messed up on that. But I'll talk about that later. Might make another video about it on the blog or whatever. But Morphin Jar is really good. Obviously, I can reset it with Book of Moon and stuff like that, and redraw 5 cards and mess up my opponent even more. Like, say if they try to attack into it on the next turn, and I have, like, say I have a handful of zombies or something, or cards I really don't care about, I can flip Book of Moon on my jar, flip it back down again, and mess up the other 4 cards or whatever they just drew, and get some more cards off of that, and just like draw my Book of Life and stuff like that, and start wrecking their face next turn. But yeah, Morphin Jar is really good, though. Regardless whether I take it out or not, don't not run it. It's a really good card right now. Gale, the 1 Gale, really good with the Black Rose combo. In my feature match, you could read that I went Goblin Zombie Gale for Black Rose, searched with the Goblin Zombie, and I never normal summoned. Or did I normal summon? I forgot what I did. But whatever, yeah. Oh no, I take that back. I had 3 darks already when I synchro with the Goblin Zombie and the Gale. It's really good. And I went Black Rose and popped his cards or whatever and wrecked it. Zombie Master. I don't like 2 right now. I might get 2. And to be honest with you, YouTube, I only ran 1 because I only have 1 Ultimate Zombie Master. There's common and super Zombie Masters everywhere that people could trade, but ever since I've seen, I'm the prodigy of Cesar Gonzalez. Shout out to Cesar again. He taught me everything I know, and when I like seeing that in Yu-Gi-Oh anyway, don't think nothing else outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. I have to kick y'all ass, YouTube. But seeing his deck back in a PC era, his deck was always highest rarity and stuff. And like ever since I've seen that, that's all I've always played with. Unless I really just couldn't get the card Ultimate or Ghost or whatever highest rarity. So ever since then, I really only play highest rarity cards that I can get the card at. So that's, be honest with you, that's really the reason why I didn't run double Zombie Master. But I do kind of really like him right now. I almost didn't run him at all because, Bottomless and Wind Blast and stuff like that are running everywhere, and it doesn't still get the monster like Lumina does, but it's still a pretty cool card. So I like it to be able to get back Plague and go Revive King and yada yada yada. So 1 Zombie Master, 1 Gores. Gores is my favorite monster in the game. That's one of the main reasons why I run it. But the second reason, even though I have the Necro Gardeners to back me up, I really like Gores regardless, because he just stops, the OTK potential, even though it's not an OTK format. And I just like being able to pressure my opponent. There's a lot of games where I put my opponent's life points under like 2,000 just with the token and Gores, and just controlled the game just with the token and the Gores and back rows like Mirror Force or Solemn or Dust Tornado and stuff like that. So it was kind of crazy, and I was like, well, you know what? The way I play with Gores, I'm definitely about to keep this in. So I definitely like Gores. He's really good. Dark Arm, I gotta run the 1 Dark Arm. I draw him a lot. I know I don't stack, but I really love Dark Arm, and there's no reason to not run it. I don't care if you're running triple oppression or whatever. Run a Cold Wave or something. You gotta play the Dark Arm, obviously. 2 Armageddon Knights, good for dumping the Malicious, good for dumping Goblin Zombies and playing Book of Life on it. Good for dumping the Necro Gardeners. That's the main play. Going Necro Gardener. Normal summon the Armageddon Knight, get a Necro Gardener to the grave, protect it next turn if your opponent's really trying to press their first turn or whatever, and it's tributed for Caius next turn is really good. Or go Gale and Black Rose the field or Armor Master. And like I was listening to one of Dale's videos, or looking at it anyway, and it really is true. You really have to, depending on the situation that you're in, you really need to have an answer to your opponent's synchros and have an answer to your opponent does. And that might seem like, well, damn, I can't do that because I need to do this move right now. He's going to do this to me next turn, or yada, yada, yada. But if you watch a lot of his videos or watch a lot of my videos or anybody's videos, really, you need to really have an answer to their synchro. When they go Thought Ruler, you need to obviously go Goyo. When they have Colossal, you probably need to try to go Black Rose if you can. It just all depends on the situation. And Synchro's always going to take care of the job because you always have your Caius and your Dark Arm. You have outs, but always make sure you count your outs to whatever Synchro monster. And, yeah, basically it with that. So 2 Armageddon Knights. 2 Necro Gardener. I didn't want to run 3 because even running at 2, I always draw one of them open in hand. And I do actually, to be honest with you, I like going Allure and removing the Necro or removing the Malicious because I do run triple Burial, so it's all good. And I can just bring them back, and the Malicious I can actually reuse it then later. But I just like double Necro Gardener for now. Triple, I'm not looking into triple right now. But and the 2 Malicious is the last card, making it 21 monsters. Like Mally, even I took out the whole D Hero engine because I don't like how Destiny Heroes have to go Stratos. The next turn they have to normal summon the Goblin Zombie. Then they gotta set the Pyramid Turtle. Then they have to play this and play that in order to finally set up and do what they want to do. So Destiny Hero Zombie is not my thing right now. Even though D Heroes period is my thing, I just had to take it out, and I just. A shout out to Ricardo Escobar, even though I really don't want to give him props to this because he always try to take props for something, but he was like, take out the D Hero engine, blah, blah, blah. But just hearing it from him and hearing it on Pojo and just listening, just reading around and everything, I was like, you know what, fuck this. I can't run D draws in every deck because that's what I'm best with. That's what I like playing. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to just take out the D Hero engine and try it with 2 Malicious. He really didn't do that much this weekend, but I might play the game when I get a Dark End just because I want to play the actual Deep Sea Diva that Jeff Jones, shout out to Jeff Jones with that deck. I think that was probably the most interesting deck out of all the zombie decks in the top 16. I like Deep Sea Diva. I like being able to go Tomato, get him out, play Diva, get another Diva, Synchro for 8, remove the Mally again, Synchro for another 8. So that might be a really big play coming up with zombies in the future, to be honest with you. 3 Book of Life. I like 3 Book of Life because it's basically a free Monster Reborn for zombies, and I can reuse these and on my Plague and on my Go Goblin Zombie and with my Plague and Synchro into Branayak and get Mizuki and do the whole crazy